back to my channel. I'm so excited about this craft fair series 2021 because this is a mini series that's included in my craft fair series, if that all makes sense. But this one is the #1, called The Rake. And this mini series is about fall floral design in so many different ways. And I hope that you will enjoy this mini series within my big series. Yeah. But before I go any further today, I have to do a special shout out to Tara, who's visiting my sister Jill and my sister-in-law Diana in Maine. Tara, I heard that you've been watching my videos and I surely hope that you are enjoying them. It warms my heart to know that you really enjoy some of the things that I do, and I truly appreciate you watching them. And I want to wish you a very, very beautiful rest of your vacation, and eat some lobster for me. How about that? So Tara, enjoy your vacation. This shout out is for you. So let's go ahead into my video, craft fair series, fall floral design #1. Let's get to it. Well, hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So fall is in the air, and I am really needing to get some things done to bring to my booth, my little shop. And good news is I moved into a bigger shop because I'm doing really well, and I wanted to have a little bit more space so I can bring some of these beautiful treasures that I found, and so I can put things together. So the first thing I want to show you that I really want to work on. So I went ahead and bought some moss today, and I picked up a bunch of stuff. Now, what I'm really excited about is the rake that I found at the auction for barely pennies. So what I'm going to do off of camera, because it's pretty dirty, I am going to go ahead and clean all of this off, and then I'm going to show you because it's dirty. It's very dirty, so it might take me a little while to do. Today is a little bit of craft fair series idea, and also a DIY. It's kind of all combined into one, because if you find things like this and you are a real good floral designer, or a floral design, you love to do florals, you can also find these wreaths on Amazon. Forgot how much I paid for them, but they're like less than $2 a piece. Now, my secret to you guys: a lot of decorators, especially the farmhouse look, love these smaller wreaths. By the time you're done putting your flowers in it, you're at about another 2-inch to it. They really love these because they love to change them for the season, because they put them on their shutters or they put them on their mirrors. In this case, there were 2 sizes. Let me see if I can. There were 8 pieces, 6-inch and an 8-inch. So this is the 6-inch and this is the 8-inch. Now, I love the small one too for a candle ring, and some people like to make these to put on their back of their beautiful dining room chairs during the holidays. Use your imagination and just go for it. Now, if I were you, whenever I would be making these wreaths, I would definitely do 2 of the same. I had found some shutters at a thrift store, and I really want to do a fall. I'm screaming because I'm in the basement right now. I'm trying to move myself down here, because then it's all down here and I don't have to worry about messes everywhere. So both 8-inch, I think that's what I'm going to make. I'm not sure if it's going to be for my little shutters that I found, but my real project right now, what I'm really excited about, is this rake. So I'm going to start with the rake. I'm going to clean it off, and then I'll go back and forth because I have just more than just cleaning it out to do. So, okay, so The other day, I made my way to Bonner Spring, Kansas, and I went to this amazing store called the Small Hinge LLC. She said, small hinges to open bigger door. I just love what she said to me. And super, super nice owner. I believe, yes, her name is Melody, and it's called the Small Hinge Creative Studio and Event Space. She also, I will link all of their information below. So if you live in the area of Kansas City, Bonner Springs, and go check out their website. I will link everything below. Super amazing. But I was just walking in Bonner Spring. I went to the swing porch, something like that. I'll have to link everywhere that I was at. And I just had a great old time visiting Bonner Springs and looking into other stores that I have never been into. So I will link down below. If you live in the area, go check out the ladies at the Small Hinges. Super great store. Now, when I walk in, the first thing I saw is that they carry the entire brand of Dixie Belle. Everything you want from Dixie Belle, they have it. And when I saw this rake at the auction, I just knew that this green, actually, what is it called? It's called, is it Kutsu? 8 ounces Kutsu, 0 VOC. I think that's the name of it. It says I clean it, with a lightweight and make sure the piece is dry. And then using a brush, you just paint. It's saying a damp brush, but I do have some water. So I'm going to go ahead and get the water ready. And I'm going to show you when I'm painting this piece. Also, I got their, one of their brushes. The paint for 8 ounces was $12.95, but it goes a long way. If you want to know how to use Dixie Belle, go check out their YouTube channel, Dixie Belle. Do they have a YouTube channel? They don't have a YouTube channel, but they do have a website, so you can just go check them out because it will explain to you everything you need to do with this paint. And the other thing that I bought from them was Best Dang Wax White. Apply a small amount with a lint-free cloth, and you wait 20 minutes, and you buff it, and you enjoy. And I just want to give it that more of a antique look to this piece. So let me get my water. Okay, I have my water. I'm going to go ahead and just dampen my brush a little bit here, like they said to do. And I am going to apply this to just the wood part of the rake. I have to wear my glasses. Oh yeah. I don't want it to be like too much because I still wanted to give it that antique look. But you guys, this paint is just going on like soft butter. Absolutely love it. Now, how I want to make the arrangement for this is I want to make it where it's detachable. So if they want to do a summer one, they can attach it to the rake. Or if they want to do, I don't know, a spring, summer, fall, winter, it'll be up to them to just take it apart. I'll make it easy for them, and I will write that down. Easy changeable, and then we'll go from there. So I'm just going to paint with some music. Okay, so my stick is all painted. Really love the look of it, and you can tell where the wood is really sucking in the paint because it's dry. So I'm going to go ahead and set this down, and I'm going to show you what else I'm doing. So the rake came out beautifully. I absolutely love this color for fall. And what I'm going to do is look at these two colors together. When I do a bow and I do an arrangement right here, it's just going to look so good. But I don't want to do the rake just like this. I'm going to put that there real quick. I actually want to add some of this Best Darn Wax in the white. And it says to apply this that you need a lint-free towel. I gotta see if I have one, and then I'll get this on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this cloth, and I am going to apply. Oh, I love it. You see how it tones the green down a little bit and gives it an aged look? I love it. You can put as much as you want on this, or as little as you want, I guess. Love it. I don't think I'm supposed to double dip, but I am. You just take something like an old rake, and I cannot wait. If the vision in my head comes out on this rake the way I'm looking at it, I think it's gonna look amazing. Okay, so now it's saying to leave this sit for 15 minutes and then to come back and go ahead and buff it out. That was a little bit much there. A little bit too much. So I'm going to go ahead and let this sit, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I really love the way that the Dixie wax, best thing wax ever, look on the handle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place, I'm all soaking wet, sorry guys. I'm going to place this with the rake forks facing up, and I actually was going to use this, but I feel it's too big, so I took this big piece of foam and I kind of measured where do I want this to go to and how much of the foam do I want on each side, and I just gently press. See how you have an indentation right here? So now I know that on each side how much I want, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut my piece of foam. Never liked the sound of this. Okay. So it's not totally straight, but that's okay. And I was gonna glue it on there, but I really don't want to do that, because if the person doesn't like it, after a while they can take it off and replace it with something else. They can just tie something to the rake handle and then it would be fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this wire. It's floral wire. If I can find the end, I will be even better. I think I did. Got it. And I'm gonna wire this around this piece right here. So if it was for me, I would just leave it. However, it is not for me, so I don't want to as much as I don't want to, I think I'm going to have to put a little dab of glue on here. Just a little dab. I know it looked like a lot, but it wasn't. And I'm just going to go ahead and hold this here for a second. Okay. Then I'm going to take some of this wire, and I'm just going to take a big piece. I was doing dishes, guys. I'm not sweating. I was washing actually items that I need to work on, and they were dirty, so I like to wash my product before I sell it. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece of metal wire, and I am actually going to do like a crisscross applesauce with it. All the way up and back. And I'm going to, didn't stay too good, did it? A little tighter. And I'm going to cut it. You don't want to make this too loose, but you don't want to make it too so they cannot change this maybe for the spring or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and cut another piece of wire. So floral are really things that, especially if it's that season, like if it's Christmas time, they just love to buy items that are already done because they can envision those things in their home. They can envision that wreath on their door, and you know, they kind of have an idea of what they want things to look like or what their decor is going to be all about. So this is the back, what it looks like. So it doesn't look too bad in the back, and this is where I'm hoping that they will, because I'm going to put it like that in my shop. I'm going to hook the hook so it's going to be here, and then the floral is going to be down here. So with this, I'm not going to leave just the foam. And I think I showed you these before. I'm going to use some of the moss that I got at Walmart, and also what I'm going to use is these U-hooks. They're in the floral department at Michael's, Walmart. I mean, I have not seen these yet at Dollar Tree, but this is what a U-hook looks like. What you do is you're putting it in a foam so it takes care of your moss on your foam, so you're not gluing the foam all over the place. So I'm going to go ahead and open my moss. And even though the Dollar Tree sells moss, I just decided to buy this one. One, I was there, and two, for $6, I figure 6 bags of moss from the Dollar Tree probably looks like this much anyways. So I'm going to tear this apart here. Woo! I'm just going to measure to make sure that it all fit. Yeah, so that'll be enough. Put that back over there. Move my glue gun so I don't get moss all over it. So then what you do is you just take your U-hooks or your U-pins and you just put it into the foam. That way your moss doesn't come off. You want to make sure it's all covered up. Some people use paper clips to make U-hooks. I actually buy them done, so I don't have to worry about it. So you're gonna have some stragglers here. You can either cut them or use your U-hooks to put them down. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my florals together on what I want to put on here, because believe it or not, I don't know yet. And then I'm going to fill it all in. So I decided to use my door that I used for my Poshmark, and I used my door hanger, and I hung the rake so you can kind of see what it would look like on a door as I'm making it. When I used to work in a flower shop, we had this thing called a pick machine. Oh, what's wrong with this thing? And it would put little excuse me, picks at the bottom of your stem. So you would go into the foam and it would stay better. I am actually going to use my glue gun because I really want these to stay in there and not fall if it's windy or whatever reason. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start, and if I just cut whatever flowers. These are from all over the place, so there's no specific place. Like I said, yard sale, Walmart, and I'm just gonna go ahead and work on this so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So you can cut your stems. It's saying I don't need a glue stick, but then it's saying I do. Not sure what's going on. There it goes. So you can cut your stem so you'll get 2 stems in one. And the purpose here is not to hide the whole rake at the top. So. I'm going to do my base with my leaves first, and then I'm going to add the rest of it. I don't know the price on this yet because I kind of know what the flowers cost, but I just got to see where I want to go with it. So I'm going to keep working with my greenery. So in this rake, I wanted to add a little bit of different foliage. I just didn't want to use the same one. And I'm going to switch it up a little bit. And these are from Walmart. I know that much. And I thought that would bring in some muted tone into that a little bit. So, oh, I'm sorry. I'm using these and they're from Walmart. They're a little bit on the lighter side and do have a shimmer to them. We were playing peekaboo there for a second. I got these from the Dollar Tree and I thought that would look good inside of here, so I'm going to add some of these real quick. I might need another one of these over here, this color, some, but I really want to bring these in here. I'm going to cut them all the way down. I'm going to do one at a time in case I don't need all of them. Sorry if I'm not talking the whole time when I design. Usually I'm kind of quiet. And then I'm just going to play with it as I go here. Really love that look already. So now I'm going to add a little bit of the brown. I also have the brown one, and I thought maybe some brown one kind of, yeah, definitely need to bring some of that brown stuff in. These are beautiful for the Dollar Tree. What a nice greenery. Way to go, Dollar Tree. And I also usually have a, what do you call that, a electric skittle, and that's one of the, I use one of course, and that's usually where I melt all of my wax, so then I just dip it in and I don't have to worry about a glue gun. So here I want to bring the brown, so I'm going to bring it underneath a little bit. Y'all see my vision there? It's starting to look really good. And then I think I'm going to bring some to the top right there. So, and don't forget, these are bendable, so you can bend these into angles, and that way you get what you want. I'm going to bring an orange one to that top part. So now I'm going to bring in my, this is going to be the bow that I'm going to be using. I really like that. So I had some sunflowers in the orange, and I don't know where I put them. Let me look for them. I keep putting flowers in front of my camera. So I looked for the sunflowers, and then I thought, why bring in a sunflower when usually, you know, this is going to last to the fall? Or look how beautiful these, you see it? Look how beautiful these flowers. I think I got these at a yard sale. They're just absolutely beautiful still. They just need a little spruce up. But these are the ones that I'm going to use in this arrangement. I really like these. So they're not super long, but that's okay, they'll work. Don't be afraid to work with your flowers. If it's not the way you like them, just spruce them up so you get the result that you want. I think right there. So, there. I love doing floral designs to sell at fairs. I've done my wreaths before and they went really well. Actually sold out the first thing. So, if you have a little bit of a creative with silks, I'd say make some and bring a few to your sale. It just fills up your booth and brings a lot of colors, and it's inviting. Now I think Oops. If your flowers are popping off, please, 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 add a little bit of glue. That way you don't have the embarrassing moment of somebody looking at your flowers and your flowers popping off. And you see this string, you see it on camera. Take those off, please. Yes, sometimes there's some you just can't help it, but if you see it, take it off. I think I'm gonna bring one right here. Don't like the way it looks, fix it. Okay, so at this point I can see that I'm getting pretty full, and I purposely left this side open here to add my bow. I think this bow is just going to look amazing in this. Some designers start with a bow. I kind of do it midway, depending on everybody. It's whatever you feel like doing. For my bows, you saw me the other day struggling. I actually, well, on this video you're gonna see me struggling. So I bought these wires. They are so much better when you are making a bow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make my bow here. I'm gonna pull the ribbon. I believe this was Celebrated. Not quite sure if that's Hobby Lobby, Michael's. So at the bottom, I'm actually gonna do a cut. Give this a cute little tail. Ta-da! Okay, and then I'm gonna give it a nice tail. This is actually gonna have a double tail. Show you how to do that. So you take your tail halfway, up a ways, and then you're gonna twist your fabric. Now you're gonna do, I always do what I call like a bow tie. See my center and twist. Then you're gonna start making your loops. And you twist. The twist is the secret here. And this is a wire fabric, so it'll be easier to work with. And now I have like a bow tie. Ta-da! And now I'm just gonna, the second loop is just, you're gonna make it taller than your first loop. See that? It is surpassing it. And I'm gonna twist. Put it down. And I'm gonna twist. And the third loop the same way. Now, if you only want a few loops at the bottom, like so, but you want more of your loops at the top, that is entirely up to you. What you do is you just stop here, and you just keep bringing, you fold it. That way when you put your wire, it'll hold it, and then you just keep bringing in some loops. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold it, and just bring in some more loops at the top. Yes, you lose a little bit of fabric there, but to get those loops at the top, it looks so much nicer. And this is going to take the whole spool of this ribbon. Love this color. So now I'm just going to go like this and move another loop and a loop. There we go. Wire everything together. pull as tight as you can. Put your wire in the center and make it tight. Twist that wire, it will make it all come together. All right. So now I know with these two tails at the bottom, this is going to become a tail as well. Then I have all of my loops at the top. And my two loops for the bottom because I wanted some of that. Then I have my little loop in the center here. See that? Beautiful. Then I'm going to take my scissors and I am going to cut this. I cut it the wrong way. I do that every time. Hold on. There we go. This one still has tape. That was the glue gun. And I'm just going to cut those tails. Alright. So now I have all of my tails. Opened up those bows. Look how beautiful that is. Gorgeous. So now I want to put this into my wreath. So I'm going to use a wood pick. And I'll show you how to do that as well. These are the wood picks. They do come with a wire. You saw me using this in the previous in this video actually. So you want to take that little wire, take your wire and turn it on to this. You don't want this bow to fly off if it's windy and they're putting this on their front door. Okay. And living in Kansas, y'all know how windy it can get. So look how gorgeous that is. And I am actually going to put that right there. Oh, I love it. I love it. So this pick, now you can actually use it sideways, and I'm going to stick it inside my foam, but I'm actually going to cut it that way right there. At an angle, and with this you don't need glue. And you're going to push it into your foam. And then just work it out. See how you had these here? You're just gonna go on the side of the bow. I'll show you closely. I will show you this a little closer. So you all see it. There. That looks amazing. There. Look at that. That looks really, really good. So now I'm seeing some holes, and I'm going to fill up those holes with more of the flowers, more of the greenery. I think I need some flowers on this side, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring some more of the foliage on the other side as well. So, like this. Beautiful. And just fill it in your gaps where you see some of that unique color. If you see one of your sticks sticking out, you can always go in and cut it. That looks amazing. It's starting to look really good. So I'm going to keep working at it and I'll show you the end. So at one of the yard sale, there was this greenery. It has like fake feathers. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to use some of this to make it a little bit fuller. That's what I'm doing right now. Make sure that all of your leaves are facing the other way. That are all facing the same way, so not the other way. The same way. I'm thinking I need something in here. And you can try it before you put glue and make it permanent. So I think I really do something in here. You can still see the rake, so that's good. And then I really do feel that it needs more at the bottom. I'm feeling like it's missing something at the bottom. This piece. This is gonna be a little thicker piece. Ooh. So if you ever have this and it's too much, you can always use a pick to use it, but I think I'm gonna do okay. Now I'm gonna use one. I think it's just gonna make it sturdier for me. And what you do is you take your pick and you just wire it around. It's almost like Floral 101 here. And then you want to use some of this floral tape. And you're just going to cover this up to make it more of a finished look. When you stretch this tape, it sticks together. So. Finish that off. And then I need that at the bottom there. Definitely needed some more at the bottom. Okay, and keep working. So I'm getting there with my arrangement, but I wanted to show you, I really want to add a pumpkin to this. And I thought right here would be a great place, but it is just like a paper mache. I'm going to show you how to do that. How you insert like these pumpkins that you can just buy. They sell plastic ones or whatever, foam ones at the Dollar Tree. So this is what you do. You remove the wire on this wood pick. You want to make sure that you get it in the center. I don't even know if I can make a hole out of this, you guys. Yes. So you insert it in, but what you want to do is you want to add some glue to that so it does not come out. So great amount of glue and let it dry, and then you'll be able to insert it and it'll stick out. So we're going to let it dry and then I will put it in and I'll show you. So here's the rake, all done. I have no holes. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? It's hard to say I'm gonna sell it, but I have to. Beautiful. If you want to know, it'll be $49.95.